Hello everyone! With this video, we aim to provide guidance for the submission of Q&As in the EBA tool. Before submitting, we recommend that you also refer to the additional background and guidance for asking questions. As shown, you can find this document on the right side of the single rulebook Q&A page. Some aspects derive from the Q&A process objectives: to promote common supervisory approaches and practices, to supplement and contribute to the single rulebook, to clarify an issue of practical implementation or application within the Q&A tool's scope. We will focus on the submission fields in the Q&A tool and set out some do's and don'ts that are relevant for submitters when posting a question. Let's start with the legal reference field. Here, the submitter should ensure to add the correct articles and paragraphs. Specify the paragraph number of the article. Insert any further subdivisions, letters, subletters, and bullets. Include only the number of the article. Please do not include words like art or para. In this example, the submitter should only add the number or letter of the article, paragraph, subparagraph. This example would be the correct one. In respect of subject matter field, the submitter should provide a short description of the question to allow the user of the tool to understand what the exact issue is about. Use the terminology reflected in the legislation. A special case is made for reporting. Submitters have to enter all the validation rule as well as the related templates references. The actual question should be as short and concise as possible. It needs to relate to the Q&A tool's scope of legal texts and include precise references without quoting the legal provisions. This example reflects the appropriate way to pose a question, as it is clear, concise, and short. About don'ts. Additional information or more details about the substance of the issue should not be entered in the question field, but in the background. Submitters should avoid asking hypothetical questions. This example, by contrast, even though it is concise and short, would not be admissible because it is not asking a matter of consistent application. The Q&A tool is not aimed at assisting stakeholders to maneuver the EBA website. With respect to the background, the submitters should provide relevant information as it is necessary for the understanding of the question. Examples can help. Explain why the question is relevant and how it raises either an issue of consistent or practical application. At the same time, submitters should be aware that it's not possible to submit a question that is only relevant for one submitter. That is, bespoke advice. In this case, the submitter is asking a question about a particular transaction that might not be relevant for other stakeholders. Given that our objective is not to provide bespoke advice, this question could not be accepted. Questions with inappropriate or insufficient background information cannot be accepted either. In the answer field, the proposed answer should be clear and show engagement. The submitter should provide their view on what the answer should look like and add arguments supporting this view. Regarding don'ts, questions without a proposed answer won't be accepted. This cannot be accepted as there is no proposed answer. If not sure, different solutions can be proposed, as long as they are justified and show the issues has been reflected on. In the example, 2 different risk weights are put forward depending on whether gold bullion coins are considered in Article 134 CRR or not. You should always make sure you explain why one or more proposed answers could be justified. We would like to stress that we cannot accept questions where the proposed answer or the background put into doubt the correctness of the legal text. In closing, we would like to note that given the large number of submissions and the complexity of questions, longer response times might be needed to provide an answer. Thank you very much for your understanding.